Hello and welcome back to my channel, my dear friends and viewers. First, thank you for tuning in. Today, we are tackling issue 2 of the Australia's 10 most serious problems in 2025, and that is the exploitation of our migration system and the dodgy colleges. Australia's education shame how fake colleges exploit students and undermine migration will be looked into. What began as a few private training colleges cutting corners has now exploded into an industry scale scam. Tens of thousands of fake diplomas, illegal work exploitation, and unqualified workers entering critical sectors such as aged care and engineering. This isn't just about bad actors, it's about system wide negligence, a bit of government failure, and the cost to every Australians. Whether you are a taxpayer or a genuine student or someone who relies on quality care, this issue affects you. This isn't just a financial scandal, it's a crisis undermining public safety, wages, Australia's global reputation. Shockingly, a major chunk of $40 billion a year is being siphoned by fraudulent colleges. And just in previous month, ASQA informed and cancelled 25,000 fake diplomas. Imagine unqualified nurses caring for your loved ones or engineers building infrastructure. This is the reality we are facing. These colleges, like Arizona College, SPES College, lure students with promises of quick diplomas and permanent residencies, only to leave them with crippling debt and no skills. But to certain extent, I also blame these students. They are responsible for their own downfall for the reason that they could see what is being done and they deliberately made the decision to be part of it. Maybe it was for working extra hours or whatever other reason, or getting the certificates without studying, but it was a decision not taken in negligence, to my understanding. Meanwhile, our housing crisis worsens as 120,000 international students compete for rentals and visa backlogs balloon due to fraud checks. The government's under regulation has let this fester for years, but there are solutions if we can manage, like jail time for fraudsters to real time audits. Let's break it down piece by piece and explore how we can fix it before someone else pays the ultimate price by these fake qualified graduates. So, overview of the crisis: a $40 billion a year sector undermined by frauds, 25,000 fake diplomas revoked just this July 2025. Key offenders: Arizona College, SPES Education, Next Gen Tech Institute, Luvim, Australia Education and Career College, IIET, EduWet, Girls College, Elite College Australia. Safety at risk, fake qualification in aged care, disability, and engineering. Government blames years of under regulation allowed scam to flourish. So, what happened this last month? ASQA dropped a bombshell: 25,000 fake diplomas from childcare to engineering were issued without training. These aren't just paper scam, they are deadly. Imagine a nurse with a bogus certificate injecting your grandma, or a mechanic fixing your brakes after watching YouTube. This is the reality of Australia's education fraud crisis towards where we are going if not checked. The government admits past failure, but with $40 billion at stake, why did it take this long? Let's dissect scam and demand justice. So, how the scam works. Step one, fake colleges such as Arizona College or SPES promise quick diplomas and PR pathways. Step two, students pays up to $15,000 or around about that amount. No classes held. ASQA found zero verifiable training. Step three, colleges use bots to fake assessments, auto generated examining systems. Students work illegally, aged care wages as low as $9 an hour. Honors rebrand once they are closed to another college, such as Next Gen Tech, becomes Australian Academy, and the things move on. It's a well oiled racket to me. Agents in India, Nepal, or other similar countries, developing countries mostly, promise permanent residency pathway, but students arrive to find a rather a dingy office with no teachers, college fake attendance records. AST found some using bot to auto generate class logs. Meanwhile, students desperate uh, to find work and money, despite realizing what they are getting into, need to work to survive. So become complacent to fight to further get into trouble, as without proper visa, they are also exploited again by the employers. One Sydney cafe, for example, paid a Nepalese student about $8 an hour for 60 hours a week. When the college collapses, the honors vanishes only to start again next month or in few months as in another college, just as Australian elite institute. The cycle continues and the taxpayers foot the bills for visa fraud investigations. ASQA investigation revealed shameless tactics. Arizona College issued diplomas in mental health without a single class. SPES education graduates got childcare certificate by ticking boxes online. These students then flood high risk jobs, elderly care, little toddlers care, construction with zero skills. On one Melbourne nursing home hired a qualified carer who didn't know what CPR is. Meanwhile, college honors like DSA Ventures just reopen under new names. It's a revolving door for fraud, and Australians pay the price. Impacts on Australia. Housing crisis. 120,000 international students compete for rental in Sydney and Melbourne. We need to do something about infrastructure, logistic management before inviting the international students. I've given some recipe in my previous log. So if you find, it will be great if you could visit that previous vlog. Public safety. Fake engineers, nurses, care endanger lives. Wage suppressions, undercutting local workers in hospitality and retail, and now even in care sector. Reputation risk. Genuine students avoid Australia due to now scam fears. Backlog. We have found more than 300,000 plus applications delayed due to fraud checks. This isn't victimless. Fake students flood rental market. Sydney's vacancy rate is now 1% with rents up by nearly 30%. They also distort wages. A Melbourne restaurant posted a job at $12 an hour, knowing desperate students would take it. Every fake application clogged the system, forcing genuine migrants to wait years. The Migration Institute estimates $500 million is lost investigating fraud. It's time to clean the house. This isn't just only about money, it's about lives. a disability sport worker from SPS was caught stealing meds. Come on. A qualified welder from Next Gen Tech caused a factory fire, and every fake student takes a rental unit from a nurse or a teacher. The Migration Institute estimates $500 million a year is wasted on fraud checks. Money that could fund hospitals. Our global education brand is now getting near synonymous with scam. Enough is enough. We need to do something about it. Government failures. ASQA underfunded. They realize and they mention only 12 inspectors for 1,500 RTOs. Home Affairs approved 45,000 visas for high risk colleges in 2023. Loophole. Colleges like Girls College rebranded 3 times in 4 years. Progress. ASQA's July 2025 purge cancels 25,000 certificates, but more is needed. The system is rigged. ASQA, the watchdog, has fewer inspectors than a bunning store. Last year, Home Affairs granted visas to 45,000 students from colleges later exposed as scam. Worse, dodgy owners exploit a loophole. When shut down, they simply reapply as a new college. One Melbourne operator ran 4 fake schools in 5 years. The government knows this but hasn't fixed the law. Why? Because international education is Australia's fourth largest export. The money is too good to stop. Is it so? And is it really that much the money? I will be doing another vlog, try to kind of dissect and explain that what we think or we are told that this is the amount that is being received from international student is not really that amount. Moving further, solutions. Jail time for fraudsters, not just fines. As I mentioned in one of my previous vlog, I was shocked to read the news that a fraudster who made nearly 10 million, just under $10 million, was taken to court and was fined, and the court fined about $1 million. And as it is not a criminal case, was not put behind jail. Is it? So we are trying to say take 1 million as a fine for committing a 9 million, just under $10 million fraud. Real time audits mandate CCTV in classrooms for high risk courses, ban visa approvals to colleges with less than 80% genuine graduations, and maybe fix a time limit unless they have established credibility, shouldn't be allowed to take international students. Reward whistleblowers, cash for exposing scams. Fines alone won't stop this. Jail the fraudster. A stronger message is required. Force colleges to prove classes exist with live feed in if needed. Ban visas to any RTOs with high dropouts rate. And pay insiders to expose scam like the cafe owners who reported $8 an hour wages. Canada jailed 6 college owners last year. Why cannot we? We need teeth. First, prosecute fraudster, jail, not fine. Second, let escort raid suspect colleges within 48 hours. Third, maybe tie visa to quality. If a college cannot show real classroom, no visas. Finally, ban overseas agents who lie. We need to do something about these agents. And probably I'll try to find time to do another vlog just exclusively on these agents who are distorting our education system. So, if other countries such as Canada can do it, so can we. Genuine students and college wins, scammers lose. It's that simple. Case study: Sydney International College shut down in 2023 after faking 90% of diplomas. Student left with $20,000 debt and no qualification. Ona opened Melbourne Global Institutes few months later. Shut down: another case study, Arizona College in June 2025 for faking aged care mental health diplomas. Students left with again about $20,000 debt, no refunds, no qualifications. Honor is linked to three other closed colleges, according to ASQA investigation. So meet our Sydney International College. It had no teachers, just a room with 100 desks. Students paid $20,000 for business diploma, but certificates were pre-printed. When exposed, the owner paid a $50,000 fine compared to $5 million profit and reopened in Melbourne. One student who worked nights at the petrol station to pay fees, now he's deportable. Here, I though feel the student is also partly responsible, is at fault. Knowing what kind of college he was studying in, he continued. But as it benefited him to make extra cash, get the qualification without studying, he was asking for this trouble. Do not do such a thing. If you find the college is not treating you well, is not imparting skills and knowledge, report. That's your moral responsibility. I would like your opinion on it, my viewers, my friends. So please provide it in comments below. This is the human cost of inaction or delayed action by the concerned authorities. Arizona college graduates were assessing, imagine, they were assessing dementia patients after 2 hours online course. ASQA found black exam sheets pre-signed by trainers, the honor already running elite college of Australia. Until we jail these predators, they will keep recycling the scam. Criminal syndicate are pouring fake students into Australia. If this is not enough, this is another shock. These criminal syndicates who are pouring fake students in Australia to work in their illegal operations, including the sex industry, by exploiting the nation's weak education visa and migration system. A scathing review by former Victorian Police Chief Christine Nixon has found migration linked to vocational education should be immediately reviewed and was so widely misused that it could warrant an overhaul of the working visa system. Call to action: demand your local MPs to close loopholes. Email: why wait for death to act? Jail education fraudsters. Report scam to ASQA. Share this video to warn students. You can help. Tag your MP. Why let fraudsters exploit the system? Students, the genuine students as well. Demand law with teeth. Report shady colleges. Esquire is listening now. And share this video. Subscribe if you like. Every view pressures political and politicians system to clean up this $40 billion mess. Remember, every student who avoids a scam saves a taxpayer almost $50,000 in enforcement cost. Together, we can save lives and Australia's reputation. As I wrap up, remember this scam isn't victimless. It endangers lives, suppresses wages, and tarnishes Australia's education sector. The recent ESQA crackdown is a start, but we must go further. Demand your MPs close loopholes. I'm repeating, jail fraudsters and protect genuine students. Email them with the hashtags. Education should be free of these fraudsters. Jail the fraudsters. Why wait for a tragedy to act? Tragedy is already happening. Let it not go to more serious tragedies. If you have witnessed a scam, please report them to ASQA. Share this video to warn others. Together, we can restore the integrity to our migration and education system. Thank you for your attention. I will see you soon with the third issue related to healthcare. Till then, look after yourself, take care, stay healthy. Bye bye from my side for now.